Hello friends, welcome to our channel Simply Mathematical. In this video, let us do the subtopic binary operations of standard 12th, which is in the chapter 1, okay, that is relations and functions, okay. So binary operations. Now what are binary operations? So in earlier classes you have studied how to add, multiply, subtract, divide, okay, to real numbers, okay. So whenever you add two real numbers, what you do is you just take two real numbers and add them, right? This is called the addition. Or when you do subtraction, what you do, you take two numbers and subtract one from the other, okay. Or when you multiply two numbers, what you do a multiplied by b, and when you divide two numbers, you do a divided by b, okay. So here you see that there are always two numbers, okay, on which you are doing these four operations, okay. So here this plus, minus, multiplication, division are called the binary operations, because whenever you use the operation you are taking two numbers. So binary means two numbers, okay. So that these operation plus, minus, multiplication and division are called the binary operations, okay. Now for example, even if you add three numbers, now you will say that here you are adding three numbers, okay. But here what you do is you first add two numbers and the result that you get, you add it with the third number, okay. So again this plus is therefore a binary operation, okay. Similarly for all these operations, okay. So we are going to study this type of operations here, okay, wherein you take two numbers and do the operation on the two numbers, okay. So now let us look at the definition of binary operation, okay. Definition, let us look at. So now a binary operation star, okay, on set A is a function, okay, star from the set A cross A to the set A, okay. So a binary operation star, we call the binary operation in general as star on set A is a function, okay, star from which set to which set, A cross A to the set A, okay. And one more notation you have to know, that we denote, now since this is a function, you have to have, for example, if you have a function f, what you have is f of x, right? So this is a function, so you should have star of some element, okay. Now since this is A cross A, this is an ordered pair, right? So the element will be of the type A comma B, okay. So star of A comma B is the function, okay, and the notation of the function. So star of A comma B, this is also denoted as A star B, okay. Instead of writing star A comma B, we write A star B, okay. So this is a binary operation. So have you understood? Binary operation is simply a function from A cross A to the set A. Here you can see that all the sets here are A, okay, there is no another set B here. So binary operation is always on a single set, okay. Now let us look at an example of some binary operation. So example, so the first one, let us say that you have an operation addition, okay, from A cross A to A, okay, defined by A comma B goes to A plus B, okay. That is plus of a comma b goes to a plus b. Okay, I'm just writing another notation here. A comma b is this. Okay, plus I am not writing. So which goes to what? A plus b. Okay, that is the operation, which is nothing but a star b. Okay, so now suppose we take this set a as the set of real numbers. So now the function will be what? It is from r cross r to r. Okay, and the same definition, a plus b. So this is a binary operation. Now why it is a binary operation? So you know that this star is a binary operation if it is a function. Okay, now you look at this is a function from r cross r to r. Okay, why it is a function? Because the addition operation takes the elements, okay, a comma b, right, from this set to the element a plus b, okay, in this set. Now since a and b, okay, suppose you take an element a comma b here, okay, so this a is from real numbers and b is also from real numbers. Okay, so this function addition will take a comma b to a plus b. So here you will get the elements, the element a plus b. Okay, so you know that a and b are real numbers. So when you add the real numbers, what you will get is a real number, right? So that real number belongs to this set of real numbers. So this becomes a function, right? So how to write it? So since a comma b, which belongs to r cross r, goes to the element, okay, goes to a unique element, okay, goes to a unique element a plus b, which belongs to r. Okay, therefore under star, okay, that is important, under star, which is nothing but addition here. Okay, so since a comma b belonging to the set r cross r goes to a unique element a plus b belonging to the set of real numbers under star, which is plus, therefore addition, okay, is a binary operation. Before that, addition is a function. Okay, therefore addition is a binary operation. Okay, so for a operation to be a binary operation, what it should be? It should be a function. Okay, and it is a function. Why? Because since a comma b belonging to the set r cross r goes to a unique element, okay, which is a plus b, which belongs to r, okay, under this operation addition. So this operation is a function. Okay, unique element is important. Why? Because if you have this domain here, which is nothing but r cross r, and codomain, which is r, okay, now here you have all the elements of the type a comma b, right? Now the function, so if the operation, that is addition, is the function, that means it should take a comma b to a unique element, say c here, okay, to a unique element, that is a comma b cannot go to another different element d here. Okay, so a comma b should go to a unique element, that is c. Now here it is satisfied. Why? Because see, a comma b belongs to r cross r, which goes to a unique element a plus b here. Now if you take a plus b, then the element you will get is a unique element a plus b. Okay, so if you take 1 comma 1, then you will get what element? 1 plus 1, which is 2. Okay, and no other element you will get under this operation addition. Okay, no other element you get for each element in this r cross r. So what you are getting is a unique element a plus b. Okay, so therefore plus is a binary operation. So now let us look at the second example. So if you take another operation, that is say multiplication from r cross r to r, defined by a comma b goes to a multiplied by b. Okay, here also you can see that this is a function. Okay, because each element a comma b goes to a unique element a cross b. Okay, so this is a function. So therefore multiplication is a binary operation. Okay, on the set R, on the set R. Okay, that is important. So now let us go to another operation, which is nothing but subtraction. So subtraction is what? Subtraction is R cross R to R defined by a comma b, which goes to a minus b. Okay, again you can see that for each element a comma b in R cross R, you have a unique image. Okay, that is a minus b, which is also in the set R. If a and b are real numbers, then a minus b will also be a real number. Okay, so this will be also in the set R. So therefore this minus becomes a function. Okay, and also it is a binary operation. Okay, on R. Okay, it is a function. So minus from R cross R to R is a binary operation. Okay, on R. Now let us look at another example. So which is nothing but division from R cross R to R. Okay, defined by a comma b goes to a divided by b. Okay, now here you can see that this will not be a function on this set R cross R. Why? Because if a comma b is equal to say 1 comma 0, okay, then what will happen? 1 comma 0 under this function will go to 1 divided by 0. Okay, which is not defined, okay. So here you see that this division under the set R cross R is not a function. Okay, therefore division is not a function. Okay, therefore this division is not a binary operation. Okay, on R. So division is not a binary operation on this set R. Okay, so it can so happen that if you change the set, okay, then you will get a division as a function. Okay, let us see if we change the set. So if we take division from the set R star cross R star, okay, to the set R star, where R star, okay, is equal to set of all non-negative numbers, but the definition of division, that is a comma b, is same, that is a divided by b. Okay, the definition is same, but we are taking a different set. Okay, that is R star, which is set of all non-negative, set of all numbers which are non-zero. Okay, which are non-zero. Okay, so you are taking all the elements which are non-zero. So now this operation will become a function. Okay, this operation will become a function on the set R star. So this operation division is a binary operation on the set R star. Okay, so this division is a function. Okay, now why it is a function here? Because this is defined, okay, for all a comma b. Because why? A comma b are all non-zero, right? So since a and b is also non-zero, here for b you will have only non-zero element. So this will be always defined. Okay, even if a is 0, you will get 0 by, okay, a is never 0 also. Okay, this is never 0 also. But this is important. B is never 0. So this quantity will be always defined. Okay, So division is a function, and so what will happen? Division from r cross r star cross r star to r star is a binary operation. Okay. So some operations in some sets become binary operation. Okay. Now let us go to the next definition. Okay. We have seen what are binary operations. So now let us see what are called as the commutative binary operation. Okay. Commutative binary operation. So commutative binary operation. Now commutative binary operation are binary operation. Okay, first of all, so a binary operation star from A cross A to A, okay, is said to be a commutative binary operation, okay, on the set A if A star B is equal to B star A. Okay, now this is for all A comma B belonging to A, or for all A comma B ordered pair belonging to the Cartesian product A cross B. Okay, like that also you can write, but A star B is equal to B star A for all A comma B belong to A you have here. Okay, so what should happen for a binary operation to be a commutative binary operation? So you should have A star B equal to B star A. Okay, so that is A star B should be equal to, when you reverse the elements, that is B star A. Okay, that operation. So let us look at some examples now. Okay, for this commutative binary operation. Now first we will take example addition from r cross r to r. Okay, now this is defined by what? A comma B goes to A plus B, right? Now here you have what? This we can call it as star. Okay, this we can call it as star now in general. So you look at A star B. What is A star B? It is A plus B, right? Now you know that two elements can be added in any order in real numbers, right? You are in real numbers, so you can add two elements in any order. So A plus B will be equal to B plus A here. Okay, now according to the definition of addition, what you have, if you have B plus A, then the ordered pair on which the function is taken, okay, is what? Is nothing but B star A, okay, or B comma A, right? Because the order is different here. You have B here, A here, so B should be here and A should be here. That is B star A you are looking at. Okay, so what you get, and this is for all A comma B belonging to the real numbers, right? For any real numbers, this is true. Okay, you can add any real numbers in any order. Okay, so what you get is A star B is equal to B star A, right, for all A comma B belonging to the set of real numbers. Okay, so what you get is, therefore star is a commutative binary operation. Okay, now also we can look at some example, one more example. So multiplication, right, from r cross r to r, and defined by a comma b goes to a multiplied by b. So here star now is what? Multiplication. Okay, so a star b is equal to a multiplied by b. Again, you know that you can multiply any two numbers in any order. So a comma b, sorry, a multiplied by b is equal to b multiplied by a. Okay, so which is equal to what? B star a. Okay, now this is true for all a comma b belonging to the real numbers. So what you got is a star b is equal to b star a, right, for all a comma b belonging to the real numbers, right? So therefore star, which is nothing but multiplication, is a commutative binary operation. Okay, so this is second example. Now let us take one example. Okay, say minus, okay, or subtraction from r cross r to r defined by a comma b goes to a minus b. Okay, let us take this operation now. So this will not be a commutative binary operation. Why? So see this, for a equal to 1 and b equal to 0, right? If you look at 1 comma 0 under this operation, okay, see, first of all, this is a binary operation, right? We have seen in the first definition, binary operation, that this subtraction is a binary operation. So 1 comma 0 under this operation is what? It is 1 minus 0, right, which is 1. This we are looking at 1 star 0, right? 1 star 0. Okay, now if we look at 0 star 1, so that is nothing but 0 comma 1, right, which goes to 0 minus 1, right, which is equal to minus 1. So what you get is 1 star 0 is not equal to 0 star 1 here. Okay, so you can see that there is one element, that is 1 comma 0, which belongs to r cross r, okay, such that 1 star 0 is not equal to 0 star 1, right? So there is one element 1 comma 0 which do not satisfy the commutative binary operation property, right? So even if there is one element in the domain of the binary operation such that the commutative property is not satisfied, okay, so the operation will not be a commutative binary operation. Okay, so therefore minus is not a commutative binary operation, okay, on R. So that is one non-example that we have taken here, okay, of commutative binary operation. So let us now go to the next definition, that is called as the associative binary operation. Okay, associative binary operation. So associative binary operation. Okay, now again this is a binary operation. So a binary operation star from A cross A to A is called as associative binary operation. Okay, if A star bracket B star C bracket closed is equal to A star B bracket open A star B bracket closed star C, okay, for all A comma B comma C belonging to the set A. Okay, so this is the definition for associative binary operation. So what is the associative binary operation? So first of all, it is a binary operation, and it is called associative binary operation if A star B star C, right, is equal to A star B star C. So what you are doing is, first you are operating two elements B and C, okay, and the result that you are getting, you are operating it with A, okay. And here what you are doing is, first you are operating elements A and B, okay, and the result that you get, you are operating it with C, okay. So now those two methods or orders of operation are equal, okay. So either you can put bracket here, okay, or bracket here, it doesn't matter, both are equal, okay, for associative binary operation, okay. Now there will be some operations which are not associative binary operations, okay. So let us look at some examples. So first let us take example addition, okay, from R cross R to R, and defined by A comma B going to A plus B, okay. Now let us look at the left hand side, okay. So A star B bracket B star C bracket closed. So this will be what under this operation. Now you can see that first B star C is operated. So what you will get is A star B star C is nothing but B plus C, right? This is our operation star, okay. So what you will get is bracket B plus C, okay. Now which is equal to what? Now this is one element, okay, and this is another element, okay. B plus C is in real numbers, right? You have done the operation which is addition, and which takes the elements A comma B to real number. So B comma C will go to real number B plus C. So this is a real number, this is a real number, this is also a real number. So again these elements, that is A comma B plus C, is in this, right? So again the addition will take this to R, and what is the operation? It is A, right, first element plus the second element. So it has a bracket, so bracket B plus C bracket closed, okay. Now this we can write it as what? A plus B plus C, okay, if you open the bracket here, right, addition. So plus of plus is plus B, plus of plus C is plus C, okay. So now you know that in addition you can first add this, right, that is A plus B, and then you can add C, okay. So what you will get here? So first this you are taking, so A plus B according to this will be A star B, right, A star B. Now plus C is there, okay. Now again A star B is a real number, C is a real number. So what you can write by this operation is A star B, that is the first element, right, A, right, star C, the second element, okay. So what you got is A star B star C is equal to A star B plus C, okay. Now this is for all A, B, C belonging to the real numbers, okay. So therefore what you got is star, which is nothing but addition, right, is associative binary operation, okay, is associative binary operation, right. So now let us look at one example, okay, one non-example let us look at. So minus, there is subtraction from R cross R to R, okay, and it is defined by A comma B goes to A minus B, okay. Now this will not be associative binary operation, so let us see why. So for A equal to 0, right, B equal to 1 and C equal to 2, we have to take three elements here, right. In associative binary operation, if you have to check, then we have to take three elements A, B and C, okay. So if you look at the left hand side, A star B star C if you have, okay, which is equal to what? 0 star B is 1 star C is 2, okay. So that means 0 star 1 star 2 according to the definition of the operation is what? 1 minus 2, right? 1 minus 2. So which is nothing but 0 star 1 minus 2 is minus 1, right, which is equal to, now 0 star of minus 1 will be according to this 0 minus of minus 1, okay, which is equal to 0 plus 1, which is equal to 1, right. So what you got is 0 star 1 star 2 bracket for 1 star 2 is equal to 1, okay. And if we now look at A star B bracket star C, okay, which will be what? Which will be equal to 0 star 1 bracket star 2, okay. Now according to the definition, 0 star 1 is minus 1, right, star 2, right, 0 star 1 is minus 1, why? 0 minus 1 you are doing, so 0 minus 1 is minus 1, star 2 you will get, okay. So this is equal to what? Minus 1 minus 2, right, minus 1 minus 2, okay, that is B. So what you will get is minus 3. So 0 star 1 star 2 is equal to minus 3, okay. So what you got is 0 star 1 star 2 is not equal to, okay, 0 star 1 star 2, right. So therefore this star, which is nothing but subtraction, is not associative, okay, binary operation, okay. So this is one non-example we saw. Now many more examples of associative binary operations you may have. So for example, multiplication, right, from R cross R to R is a associative binary operation, okay. So that is one example. Like that you can have many more, okay. Now let us go to the next definition, so which is the identity element, okay. Identity element now what is an identity element? So given a binary operation, okay, star from A cross A to A, okay, so you have a binary operation, an element E, okay, in A. So this element E is in the set A if it exists, okay, this is important, if it exists is called identity element, okay, identity element for star, okay, if A star E, okay, is equal to A, which is equal to E star A, okay. Now this is for all A belonging to the set A, right. So given a binary operation star from A cross A to A, an element E, okay, in A if it exists, okay. So sometimes for the operation star the element E may not exist, is called the identity element, okay, for star if what should happen, A star E, right, should be equal to A, which should be also equal to E star A, okay. So this element E, when operated with any element A in the set A, gives back this element A, okay. Here also if you operate this element E with the element A in the set A, you get back the element A, okay. So this is called as the identity element, okay, for all A belonging to the set A. So this element is a unique one, okay, unique element, okay. You will not have more than one identity element, that you have to note, okay. That is very, very important. You will have only one identity element for a operation star, okay. Now let us look at some examples. So example 1, let us look at addition from R cross R to R defined by, you know, that is A plus B, right? A plus B is the definition. So now you see that if you want to find the identity element, then what it will be. So what you have to find is one element, okay, E, such that A plus E is equal to A, which is also equal to E plus A, okay. And this is for all A belonging to the real numbers. Now the set A, the set capital A is the real numbers, okay. So what element, when you add with any element A, will give back the element A? It is 0, right? In addition, if you add 0 with any element, you get back the element, right? For example, 1 plus 0 is 1, which is equal to 0 plus 1, okay. Or 2 plus 0 is 2, which is equal to 0 plus 2. Or 3 by 5 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 3 by 5. Okay, why? Because this is 3 by 5, right? 0 plus 3 by 5 is 3 by 5. Okay, so the element in R, okay, for the operation addition, which gives back the element which we have taken, okay, is what? Is 0. 0 is the identity element, right? So 0 is the identity element in R for star, okay, which is nothing but addition, okay. So now if we look at another operation, for example multiplication from R cross R to R, okay, it is defined by A comma B, which goes to A multiplied by B, okay. Now if we want to find the identity element, so just look at this operation, right? A multiplied by B you have, right? So what we have to find is one element E in R, okay, which gives back any element A when you operate it with it, okay. So for example, you want what? A multiplied by E should be A, which should be equal to E multiplied by A, okay. So which element, if you multiplied with A, you will get back A. So that is 1, right? Because 1 into 1 is 1, which is equal to 1 into 1. Or 2 multiplied by 1 is 2, which is equal to 1 multiplied by 2. Or 3.5 multiplied by 1 is 3.5, which is equal to 1 multiplied by 3.5, right? So you get back this 3.5, okay, when you multiplied with 1, okay. So identity element is 1 for the operation multiplication, okay. E equal to 1 is identity operation, okay, in R for multiplication, okay. Have you understood this? Okay, so this is one example of a operation which has an identity element, okay, which is 1 in this case, okay. So like that you can have many more examples. Now let us look at the next definition, okay, which is the invertible functions. So what are invertible functions? Not invertible functions, sorry, invertible elements, okay. Let us look at the definition of invertible elements. So again, given a binary operation, Okay, you have given a binary operation star from A cross A to A, right? Now an element, okay, A in the set A, okay. So what you do is you take one element A in the set A, okay, and suppose this star has the identity element E, okay. So we can write it here with, so given a binary operation star with identity element E, okay, an element A in A is called invertible element, okay, is called invertible element, okay, if there exists an element B, okay, in the set A such that A star B, right, is equal to E, which is the identity element, which is also equal to B star A, okay. Have you understood? A star B should be equal to E, okay, so that is the identity element, which should be also equal to B star A, okay. Now this element A is called as the invertible element, and this element B, okay, which is there, is called the inverse element, okay, inverse element of A, okay, inverse element of A. So have you understood? Invertible elements are simply what? Elements A in A such that there exists an element B in A such that A star B is equal to E, which is equal to B star A, okay, and B is called the inverse element of A, okay. Let us look at an example. So example 1, let us take addition first, okay, from R cross R to R defined by A comma B going to A plus B here, okay. You take this. Now we have to find inverse element for a element, okay. See, inverse element is for only one element, okay, single element, it is not for any A. So you are talking about invertible element for an element, okay. So let A belong to R, okay. Now what we have to find is B, okay. So we have to find B which belongs to R such that A plus B is equal to E, right? A plus B is equal to E. Now you have to go back to the definition of identity element. What is the identity element for addition? It is 0, right? So A plus B in this case should be 0. Don't write E, okay. E is in general for any operation, so it is 0. So which is equal to what? B plus A, okay, which is equal to B plus A. Now from here what you get? You get A plus B equal to 0. If we take only the first equation here, okay, you get A plus B equal to 0. That means A is equal to, or B is equal to minus A, okay, B is equal to minus A. Now we have taken an element A which belongs to R, okay, so minus A also will belong to R, so B equal to minus A you got, okay. So you got the element B, okay. So what it is minus A, so therefore A is invertible element first, okay, and B equal to minus A is the inverse of A, okay, in R for the operation star. Okay, now what is the meaning of this? See, if that is for addition, right, the inverse element is the negative of the element, okay, which you take. So 2 plus minus 2, right? If you take 2 plus minus 2, what you will get? 2 minus 2, which is 0, you get the identity element, okay. Also if you take minus 2 plus 2, then you get minus 2 plus 2, which is 0. Okay, so you see that if you take a real number, the negative of that real number is the inverse element, okay, in the operation addition, okay, of real numbers. So that is the first example, okay, where you have seen what an invertible element and also found the inverse. Now let us look at the second. So that is multiplication, okay, from r cross r to r defined by a comma b goes to a multiplied by b. Okay, so this operation we have. Now you let a belong to the set R, okay, and a you take non-zero. Okay, what you do is you take a which is non-zero, okay, here. So we have to find what? We have to find b belong to R such that a multiplied by b, okay, is equal to 1, right? So why? Because the identity element of multiplication in R is 1, right? So which is equal to b multiplied by a. So from here what you get is a multiplied by b is 1. So that means b is equal to 1 by a, right? Now since a is non-zero, 1 by a is defined, okay, and if a is a non-zero real number, then 1 by a is also a non-zero real number, okay. So this will be a real number, right? Non-zero, but still it is a real number, okay. So what you got is, therefore b equal to 1 by a is the inverse of a in R, okay, is the inverse of a in R, right, for the operation multiplication. Okay, so that's it in the video, guys. If you have liked my video, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.